Chelsea Football Club evidently picked Moises Caicedo over Declan Rice, and now they're coming out and explaining to us why they did it. Genuinely, I am so happy with that decision. 12 months ago, you guys were cooking me when I told you Moises Caicedo better than Declan Rice. It's not even a debate. Furthermore, Chelsea have had the third toughest start according to Opta to the league season, and we are 4th place, and everybody's singing oh happy days. Furthermore, we find out how much money Chelsea can make from getting the Conference League trophy in their hands, and I'll explain to you why this is imperative. We need to get more money through the door because we need to balance the books. No, we are not going out of business. And finally, Chelsea versus Arsenal match preview. This is the big one. Enzo Maresca has his say. I'm gonna have my say. He speaks about 3 massive factors in his press conference that I'm gonna break down for you. I'm gonna teach you what he said. I'm gonna explain to you the key aspects to talk about, and more importantly, tomorrow I'm making a combined 11, Arsenal and Chelsea players. So hit that like button for 1,000 likes. It helps a long way. Subscribe if you're new, and make sure you hit that bell notification. Tomorrow 12 p.m. UK time, there will be a video out. Arsenal versus Chelsea combined 11. I don't normally do these. I want to see in the comments below, right? Let me know. Do you want to see a combined 11? Yes, if you want to. No, if you don't want to. Simple. But I will release the video based on the interaction. So if you want to see it, make sure you comment below. Let's get started. So when I tell you Moises Caicedo has been Chelsea's best player this year, a lot of you are going to say, no, it's been Cole Palmer. Well, I'm going to tell you I don't agree with you, purely based on the fact that Cole Palmer might be stealing their headlines. I think Moises Caicedo is the unsung hero in this team. He is amazing from a defensive aspect. He's getting assists. He got a goal recently, but his performances on and off the ball and his leadership skills are starting to flow through. I love it. I absolutely adore it. Well, Matt Law has decided to write an article out of the blue on Chelsea Football Club and talk about Moises Caicedo and the acquisition. So he said one of the main reasons Chelsea acquired him was because they believed he was a better all-round fit and a better all-round footballer than Declan Rice. I couldn't agree more. Like, if you just put the 2 players side by side and you ask me, who's a better passer? Moises Caicedo. Who's the better athlete? I think Moises Caicedo. Who's the better tackler? I think Moises Caicedo. Who is the better footballer overall? I think Moises Caicedo. I think the only aspects, and as Matt Law says, the Chelsea directors and scouting team took away, was his leadership at this moment in time and his personality. They believed Rice had leadership fundamentals that are imperative for a winning side, and they also believe he's a natural born leader, which he is. But I think this is something that Moises Caicedo could develop with time. I think it's a lot harder when English is your second language to come across as a leader to a group of men, when primarily the first language that you need to speak is English. But leaders lead by example, in my opinion, and Moises has been leading by example really well, and he's been developing that side of his game. All I want to say is, I think we've made the right choice. I don't agree with anybody that says, oh no, we should have got Declan Rice over Moises Caicedo. I just think you're flat out wrong. The next story. So these days, when it comes to statistics, there's a lot that come out, right? Every day you see different articles, different models that project different things. But in this case, Opta have released the latest table for the toughest schedules in the first 10 games. And Chelsea have had the 3rd toughest schedule. So within Chelsea's schedule, to be fair, we've played Manchester City at home, we've played Liverpool away, we've played Manchester United away, and we played West Ham, Bournemouth, Wolves, bogey grounds, and we played Nottingham Forest, who are third place in the league at this moment in time, 1 point ahead of us. A lot of people have said we've underachieved, getting 18 points out of a possible 30, but these were the same people that told me that Chelsea were going to finish 10th or 12th. So I don't understand where this expectation is coming from, but overall, it's been a very good start. We've also been in a competition called the UEFA Conference League, and yesterday we played Trevor Noah's side, right? You know that one, the Armenian team that travels 55 hours by bus to lose 8-0 and then go back to Armenia fitting on a bus for 55 hours. Firstly, that is wild. The fact that UEFA won't even fund their planes, crazy. Secondly, what on earth is their owner doing? Bro, you've got a pay for a flight there. Surely you can afford to send 25 plane tickets. Only send 18 men, the manager, the assistant, and 5 other staff members. Genuinely, you don't need to send anyone else. 55 hours and then expect them to play against Chelsea. No wonder they got slapped up 8-0. But the review for the game is going to be linked at the end of the video. Make sure you check it out. It's a good way for you guys to get a good insight on who was the man of the match, what happened in the game, and genuinely my thoughts on the game. However, Chelsea's winning pot could be very nice. It could be very pretty and it could be very interesting. And I'm a nerd, right? I like numbers. So I look at these numbers and try to project what Chelsea's could be. So West Ham, when they won the competition, not last year, the year prior, got $24 million for doing it. Number one, they got $3 million for participation. They've got $13 million for winning the damn tournament, which is very good. Then they got $1 million for their UEFA coefficient. Chelsea's UEFA coefficient is significantly higher because we've been in the Champions League, we've been in the Europa Leagues, we've been achieving well in those competitions, meaning we get a better coefficient, meaning we'll get a bigger prize pot money. And finally, $7 million in TV revenue. I don't know whether the fact that we're Chelsea and not West Ham, more people are going to watch, so that will spike the TV revenue, but it'll be interesting to see the actual numbers we get at the end of the year. But West Ham got 24 million, and this is imperative, right? We want to balance the books. This is extra revenue that we wouldn't have had last year, and this is revenue that will balance the books so that we don't need to sell any players in the near future that we don't want to sell. So this is all good. This is the information for you. Now it's time for the match preview. First of all, we need to talk about what's happened in a press conference and what Enzo Maresca said about Arsenal versus Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Sunday, and he's looking forward to it. The question was, we saw Cole Palmer was in good spirits. He even came for some dinner and he's walking around normally. Is he fit? He said, look, he's getting better every single day. He's slowly improving. We'll make a decision on Sunday. However, just because he's walking and eating does not mean he's fully healthy, which gave me a good chuckle. But they also told me that he's fit, man. I saw Cole Palmer on TV yesterday. He was taking pictures with kids. He was smiling. He was going in and getting chocolate cake, apparently, in the press room. The guy was in good spirits. A player that's injured will not be in terrible spirits the way that people would assume, all right? He's fine. I think he will play. Whether he's hurt or not, he will play. I'm telling you that for free. Furthermore, Enzo Maresca reiterated that we've been very lucky with the squad that we've had. The only injury at this moment in time is Sancho. We've got 25 to 24 players to pick from, hence why we're rotating really well. Players aren't getting injured the way and aren't breaking down like in past years and like other teams are. I think this is just luck. Because in the last 2 years, man, we've been absolutely destroyed with injuries. I think since we won that Champions League and we had that deep run where Tuchel wasn't rotating, the squad's been really tainted with injuries. Like Potter dealt with a ton of injuries. Poch dealt with a ton of injuries. And then all of a sudden we changed the way we train. And more importantly, we changed the medical staff. And now everyone's fit. I don't think it's a coincidence, but at the same time, I don't like reading too much into things that we don't understand and making definitive conclusions from it. It just makes a big issue. And it makes you act like you're smarter than you really are. And I don't like doing that, I'll be honest. So this is where part of the press conference when they basically asked him, what do you think of the game that's coming up? And he said, look, there's pressure on us, of course, but Arsenal are the second best team in the league after Manchester City. This has been proven across the years. It is a big opportunity for us to go into this game and make a claim. They have a big advantage, and he always reiterates this, and I think this is his way of just balancing expectations, and I actually really respect it because it needs to be done. He reiterates this over and over again that, look, they've had the same manager and they've had consistency and time to base their fundamental ideas that we haven't for a number of years. So this is an advantage. He also said, we've been in good games and we need to focus not on just results but on performances. And he even went as far as asking the interviewer, look, against Liverpool, did we deserve to lose? Did we play well? And what ended up happening? He said, no, you didn't. And he's like, exactly. The only game this year that we would say that we deserved to lose was the one against Manchester City, and they were more clinical than us. Other than that, every other game that we've played in, he thinks the performances have been up to par. He expects us to play well. He expects us to develop. And that's exactly the same as I feel about the game. I'll tell you my thoughts towards the end of the video of how I think the game's going to go and my team that I would select. On to the next question. Enzo Maresca was also asked about set pieces, and he was like, look, Arsenal are very dangerous in set pieces. What are your thoughts? He said, every time I saw them have a corner kick against Inter Milan, I could smell a goal. Inter Milan got away with it, but we don't want to be in that position. They're a very good team from attacking corners. And for me, now is the time of the segment where I need to talk about my teams, right? And my thoughts about what's going to happen in this game. Chelsea need to win 3 critical battles, in my opinion. The first critical battle is in the midfield. If Declan Rice plays with Moreno and Havertz in that midfield, we need to go with Lavia, Caicedo, and Cole Palmer, and we need to win that midfield battle. There is no excuses, right? We need to dominate it. We need to make them feel uncomfortable. We need to knock the ball around. We need to turn this into a game where they are praying to get the ball back, and we are absolutely mocking them. We're making them come out of their shape. We're not letting them get camped in, and we're moving the ball slowly and then allowing them to absolutely blitz us on the counter-attack. That is a recipe for suicide. So win that midfield battle. The second thing that is imperative is we do not give away stupid set pieces, whether they are corners or whether they are free kicks. Under no circumstances should you be doing this, Chelsea Football Club. Do not play with fate. Do not play with the ability of Arsenal to put a good delivery in and Gabriel's fat head to score the goal. Do not do it. I do not want us to do that, because they are very imperious when it comes to set pieces. They are one of the best teams I've seen in a long time at set pieces. Them and Brentford know exactly what they're doing. And from our aspects, we don't defend set pieces well, nor do we attack set pieces well. Yes, I know we scored 2 goals against Trevor Noah's team, but it is what it is. And the final thing, Robert Sanchez. Robert, I need to give you your own pep talk, right? Because Robert Sanchez is the weirdest goalkeeper I've ever seen, man. Robert Sanchez could have a game where he's one of the best players on the pitch, but every game, for 5 minutes, Robert Sanchez will give every team an opportunity. Robert, please do not piss me off on Sunday. I'm begging you with all my heart. I am absolutely asking you nicely. Please, please, please have a good game. For the love of God, please do not give us a reason to come here at the end of the game and say Robert Sanchez cost us. I'm begging you, don't give no penalties away. Don't pass the ball to the opposition. Don't do stupid things. Don't come off your line for no reason. Just play the game and be safe. If those 3 things are done properly, you don't give away stupid set pieces, you win your midfield battle, and Robert Sanchez does not do his stupid things, we should win this game. We have got more than enough in the attack. We have got more than enough in defense. We have got more than enough in midfield. And we should have more than enough in goalkeeping to win this game. Go into that international break after 11 games in 3rd position. Do you know how nice that would be? We will be smiling, we will be enjoying ourselves, we will be promising, and we'll be going into a run of fixtures where there's going to be Tottenham and Aston Villa, and after that, we have got a nice group of games coming up. I mean nice, where in the next 9, I would say we should win 7, and if we do that, top 4 will be secure. I'm telling you that, free of charge, Kavkas View guaranteed. Absolutely Kavkas View guaranteed. But it is what it is. So, my prediction is we're not going to win. I've got a horrible feeling about this game. I don't have confidence when it comes to these men anymore, when it comes to playing Arsenal, because they absolutely humble me every time. I thought we'd beat Manchester United as well. I said 3-1. We got a draw. So this time around, I believe they're going to hit us 1-0 on a counter-attack, and we're going to lose. But that's just my prediction. Let me know yours in the comments below. Furthermore, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow I will be releasing my combined 11 around about 12 UK time. And more importantly, here is the Trevor Noah versus Chelsea game where Chelsea won 8-0. Go check it out. My thoughts are there. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day.